cold, full of a cold, very happy. Anyway, hello. So we're on evening now. It'll be a bit different times when I go on, but I'll let you know. And again, if you're here, welcome. Please do a wave so that I know that you're here. As well as if you're watching the replay, do hashtag replay. I'm so sorry. With a comment or emoji, whatever you feel, whatever is good for you. As well as if you're watching this in the future, I am so happy that you're still with me. I hope that you're getting your aha moment. I still have a prolapse, and I still have back injuries, but we'll make do. Anyway, welcome. We're on the last week, and it's been a journey. There's this week left, right? It's gonna be awesome. There's going to be some new things. There's going to be some things that we've already talked about, because it is a repetition with the mental health. And so today, what I want us to dive into a little bit more is identifying and challenging the negative thought pattern. So I was a little bit in on that yesterday, or previously, where I'm noticing that my throat's playing up. I do apologize. Sorry. How when we go through depression and anxiety, but mostly now we're talking about depression, where we identify when things start to go downwards, when is it triggered, when is things happening, right? So we went a little bit into that one. Sorry, there's a bunch of stuff happening on my phone, because I'm on my phone just now, because it's the one with the best camera. Anyway, so today I want to talk about the 5 C's of negative thought pattern. The 5 C's of a negative thought pattern. So the first one is complaining. So I don't know how it is with, maybe you feel this, but when you're going through a depression period, or a section in your life where you're extra anxious, extra depressed, your mental health is not balanced, you feel like you have a tendency to complain more. It's like nothing is good enough. You just consistently, everything finds the negative thing in something. For example, I don't know, I cleaned my desk. I never have time to do my hobbies that I like to do. I can it's so humid, it's too hot, because right now it's really humid here in Norway where I am, because we're finally getting rain. So anyway, but constantly complaining about the situation around you, whatever is going on around you, your life in general is like a big complaining mess where you're always complaining, right? So, as well as criticizing. So that's number 2. So with the criticizing part of it, is like you always criticize yourself or everything else around you as well. So there was a point where I actually criticized everything that was happening around me. It's like every single thing, right? Everything that had to do with me as a person, everything that had to do with what you could say, just everything, complaining about everything, never satisfied. No, criticizing, never satisfied about anything that is happening in your life, around you, or in you. You're just constantly on a Number 3, concern. So this I've been through, I've spoken about this a little bit before, where you are constantly concerned of the future, or constantly concerned of something you've actually said to someone, and you feel like, oh, probably shouldn't have said that, and you walk around and you think about why it's in your head, right? Why did I say that? How did that person actually feel? Like, how did that person interpret it? Whatever that it is that I said, right? So, and then the next one I think is always so hard word. Commiserating, right? So what I mean with commiserating is like feeling a lot for others. So basically, if someone's sad, you're sadder, or you feel their sadness. If someone's frustrated, you feel their frustration. And, it's like you basically empathize, and you have empathy for everyone around you. And that can get very overwhelming if you're a very empathetic person. So me personally, I'm an extreme empathetic person, so I feel how everybody else feels around me. And it can be tiring. But once you've learned to manage it and everything, it's actually a really good gift to have, especially when you work with people like I do here in my business, and actually my other job, because I have more than one job. So, you have the feeling a lot for others. You can probably see someone who's in a wheelchair, and then you feel bad for that person in a wheelchair, or you see an elderly person walking, very fragile, and you feel bad for that person. It's basically just like you feel a lot for other people. It can be detrimental, to say the least. And the last one, right, is catastrophizing. So catastrophizing kind of speaks for itself, right? So catastrophizing is basically when you think that everything or every step that you do in life is going to have a catastrophizing outcome of it, right? So basically it's like, oh, you open your mouth up at work, or you say your opinion at work, it's like, oh, I'm going to get fired, or I won't pay that bill at that exact time, I'm going to lose my house, or lose that specific thing that you're doing. So, you catastrophize everything just because, oh my God, this worst case scenario of absolutely everything that you do, right? It's not fun at all, to say the least. Okay, so now that we've gone through the 5 C's of negative thought pattern, if one of these resonates with you, please put it in the comment. I want to see if someone actually feels some sort of resonation, or feels some sort of something for what is actually going through their life, or going through their head or thought process when it comes to negative thought pattern. Because the negative thought pattern is like one of the main things that makes you extremely depressed, or makes you extremely anxious at the end. And I do apologize, I'm full of the cold, but show must go on. Okay, so now there are 5 ways I've written down, or I've gotten my 5 favorites of challenging that negative thought pattern. So the first thing we think about when we think about, oh my God, challenging the thoughts, like, oh, you kind of get overwhelmed. You don't know what to do, and you don't know how to do it. You're just like, oh my God, I'm gonna actually do this. Wait, what? No, what? No, right? You get an overwhelming feeling. Sorry. You get an overwhelming sensation, an overwhelming feeling. So, number 1, understanding the thought pattern. Understanding the thought pattern. So, how you understand how your pattern, because this is again very individual, understand how your pattern works, understand how your triggers, how is your negativity works when it comes to anxiety and depression, is a big thing of trying to figure it out, right? So to understand it, you have to basically micromanage it, and you have to micro go through each step so that you're able to build yourself up or build yourself blocks, right? So that if one falls, or build yourself a bridge, if one falls, it still keeps itself up, so you can continuously working on it, so that you go only like, if you fall down, you don't fall down 10 steps, you fall down like 3-4 steps, and you're able to build yourself up. This is something that takes time, and it takes patience to actually get to that place where you want to be, right? With like major resilience and genuine happiness and genuine, right? So it's so understanding it is a really good place to start. Practice mindfulness, right? I've been through this. Practice mindfulness, right? Practice meditation. Do mindful walks. Do some 5 to 10 minutes meditation in the morning before you go and do anything, before you get out of bed, right? Before you get out of bed, or before you go out to work, or before you go to school, before you start your day, do 5-10 minutes, right? Ground yourself, do mindful eating, right? Go do the mindful tooth brushing, right? Mindful teeth brushing, right? Where you basically just, you're present, you figure out what is happening, you're in the present, to calm your inner self. Number three, start a thought diary, right? So this is basically like journaling, but everything is that you write down every single thought. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone but you. It doesn't really have to make sense to you either. It's just like try to find why. Well, trying to find out your why, yeah? So trying to find out, when is it that your negative thought pattern basically gets to a haywire? When is your negative thought pattern start to really work hard to try and make you in a negative state of mind? And then write it down, because then you get, okay, this is what I did today, this is what's happened, this is the reason why I'm thinking so negative about something. And it kind of gives you the overall, well, this is a good place to start as well, with understanding the thought pattern, as well as building yourself up. Right, number 4, focus on gratitude. So this one I had so much trouble with in the beginning. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I am so sorry. It is grateful for the small things, okay? I'm like, for example, I'm really grateful for my health. I've just found out that I'm actually really healthy and happy. Well, yeah, I'm really healthy and happy. And, it was something that I struggled with for a very long time. And I'm finally very healthy. I'm a healthy individual. So I have my health. I have clothes on my back. I have food on my table. I got a fridge that I can go into, and then, whoo, hey, look, food, right? And, I have my husband. I have my small grateful things. I have I'm able to hear, I'm able to speak, I'm able to see. I have all my senses, right? It's just the smallest gratitude thing that can shift in your thought pattern that makes it positive, which is, it baffled me. It's just like when I first started, I was like, what on earth is this, right? This is just horrible. I go, what? How can you be so grateful for something, that's just gonna go away, or, like doing the negative thing? And then once it kind of hit me how powerful focus on the grateful, like focus on gratitude and focus on everything that you're grateful for, I just had an eye opener. It was just like, wow, holy moly, this, what? I couldn't comprehend it. It just exploded in my mind, right? It's amazing. And then the last one, again, this one I've mentioned a few times. Seek professional help. Seek professional help. If, again, go to your doctor. If you need someone to talk to, see if you can get a hold of a therapist or a shrink. Or if none of that works, if you feel like your doctor's not listening to you, or if you feel like your shrink is not listening to you, and that every single session it's like the same thing and you can't get anywhere, and you're like, look, this is what I need, right? How can I get this? How is this able to, right? How can we get from A to B? This is actually what I need right now, and this is what I know that I need because I tried. That's where I come in. Because I've been there. I've been the snowball. I've been in the snowball situation with mental health where no one helps, where I get tossed everywhere, and I just did not know what to do with myself. And I feel really bad for my husband when I was at my worst, because he was just like, he did not know what to do. And, so it came to the point where I had to pick myself up and just be like, guess what? I'm awesome. I can do this. And started doing my research, and here I am today. So I hope this helped. I hope you got your aha moment. Remember to write one of your 5 C's. Or you can also type in one of the ways that you can do for challenging your negative thought pattern in the comments, right? It'd be awesome to hear back. So, and with that, because it's evening now, because it's 6 o'clock here where I am, or else actually over past 6 o'clock, but it's the evening here where I am. So have an awesome evening. Sleep tight when you go to bed, and I shall see you here tomorrow. FYI, tomorrow I'll be on early. I will be on at 11 tomorrow. So I'll be on at 11. So I'll be on at 11 tomorrow, and probably the rest of the week, except for Wednesday. Wednesday I'll probably be on later. But anyway, remember to join the contest. Remember to join the contest. And I shall speak to you later. Okay. See you soon. See you tomorrow, actually. Bye.